Do you want some more stories?
Sure.
Gina, international traveler, went to Rome. Did you ever run into your son?
Well, I was going to tell the story of why we went to Rome, and he's part of that.
Mm-hmm.
So it's spring break, and a great teacher at Judge Memorial, the Latin teacher, Mr. Saran, he is famous for putting these trips together. Festus, many years ago, when he was a Latin student of Mr. Saran, took a spring break trip with him. And Mr. Saran and his wife, Jen, Bill, you know his wife, Jen.
Oh, yeah. Because she has the same name as my wife.
Super nice people. And they put this trip together. And Mohamed, my youngest son, not the prophet, wanted to go on the trip. And there was some discussion as to whether we would want to be chaperones on this trip, which I said, absolutely not. That sounds horrible.
Why would you do that?
That was very wise of you.
And I also don't think Mohammed wanted us.
No.
It's not fun to have your parents.
No.
The whole point is to get away from them for a while. But we thought maybe this is an opportunity for us to go to Italy and just sort of be in the neighborhood, but not officially on the trip.
So
What are you doing here?
So you could just keep an eye on him.
Well, here's our exact thinking. If he loses his passport, it will be easier for us to deal with it if we're there.
Because he will.
Did he?
His
He
passport.
did not lose it, but we thought if he lost it.
He seems the kind of kid that would lose his
I
passport.
mean, it's because the kids are responsible for their own passport. Like, it's not like they collect them all and then, like,
They should.
they here's your passport. You're responsible for it. But my husband and I thought, well, we'll just go. Now, they went everywhere. They went to Florence, Milan, Assisi, Pompeii, Verona, Venice. They toured all over.
Yeah, okay.
We said, we're just going to go to Rome. We're just going to stay put in one place.
Okay.
And we're in the neighborhood. And to answer your question, no, never ran into him, which was fine.
Yeah.
Which was fine. The way we planned it, though, is that we left the day after they did. So get him on the plane, get him out. We'll leave the next day. And we came home the day before.
Okay.
Same thing. We're here. So when Festus went on this trip a long time ago, when we went to meet him at the airport, I thought it would be funny to make a sign where you wait for your missionary to come back. And I sent the picture to
Elder
Katie.
Festus.
By the way, Gina, did you lose your passport?
No, I did not.
Is that you?
Yeah. So when Festus came home, I had a sign that said, "Welcome home, Elder Festus." So when we went to pick up Mohammed, I made a sign. Now, when I did Festus's sign, I just wrote with a marker on a poster board. This one, I actually got lettering.
Don't let Festus know. God, he'll be so upset. You love Mohammed more than me, huh?
I had crafts available. So I made him a sign that said, "Welcome home, Elder Mohammed." Because that's funny. How many Elder Mohammeds do you think are coming back from their mission?
Well,
Very
it is
many?
it
I
is
don't
a
think
very
so.
it's a pretty common name though.
But I'm curious if anybody has ever known an Elder Mohammed.
And I bet there is one. I'm sure of it.
So we're standing there waiting for him to come out, and this is my child who is ear to ear grin 365 days a year. He's just a happy kid. He walks out and he is not ear to ear grin. And at first I thought, oh no, he's embarrassed that I made this
that you
sign.
did the sign.
I would have been. Oh, Mom.
No. So what's wrong, Mohammed? And he said, well, my bag made it here. Because he had an air tag, which we put in it for another to keep track of.
Yeah.
He said, I saw on the plane that my bag made it here, and I went to the carousel. I saw another bag on there that looked like my bag.
Oh, this happens fairly often.
But my bag was not there, and he was looking at his phone, and he watched the bag go out into the parking lot
Going
and
away.
get on the freeway. And
happens pretty often because they look the same,
Yeah.
And we said, well, maybe we can track it and go to their house and knock on the door. But as we're watching it, it's going up Parley's Canyon.
Oh.
It's going to Evanston.
Oh, no.
And Mohamed is just, he's exhausted because
Yeah.
he's been traveling. But like all of his souvenirs and his clothes, like everything was in the suitcase.
Well,
And I said, honey, I promise when that guy gets home and opens that, he doesn't want your suitcase. He wants his suitcase. He's going to bring it back.
assuming he's honest, or assuming it is a guy.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know why I
That
think
person.
it's a guy. I think women check. Women, I think, we would know if it's their bag or not. Like, this isn't my bag.
Exactly.
And so we went to file a claim at Delta, but this isn't Delta's fault. They didn't misplace a bag.
No.
Some guy just or girl just picked it up and took it. They were very nice and helpful, though, because they took down all our information and said, well, if they come back, we'll I've had it before where we've lost luggage and they'll deliver it to your house.
Yeah, I've only, I think, lost a bag once, and they finally did find it and bring it to the house.
But so I promised Mohamed. I said,
Well,
I promised this.
You
person,
haven't gotten it back yet?
Not yet. But I said, I promise this person does not want your bag. They want their bag. They're gonna come. But if they're all the way in Wyoming, it might be.
Now, when was this?
Sunday.
Sunday, Monday. Is there any ID in the bag?
Does he have it like a tag on the bag with his contact information on it?
Yeah.
Well, then they should have called by now. They probably found a lot of cool stuff in there and said, let's just keep this.
I said, what? So what did you have?
This clothing's nicer than mine.
What were your souvenirs you got? And when they were in Venice, they went to Venice is famous for their glass blowing.
Yeah.
They went to a glass blowing demonstration, and he bought some cool
Little pieces of glass.
pieces of glass that he, those kind of things you can't. I can go buy him new clothes, but that's not replacing the.
Any money in there?
No. I don't think so. But so I'm putting it out there. If you flew home from Italy and you live in Wyoming and you got home with the wrong bag, could we get the bag back?
I got sheep to herd.
That's why it's so important to individualize your bag.
Yeah.
Because they all look alike.
Yeah. It's true. I remember asking somebody once, I said, that bag is just such a bizarre color. They said, on purpose.
Yep.
On purpose.
Because everybody has black ones
Yeah.
or, gray.
Yeah.
I see
Yeah.
a lot of gray.
Yeah. This is a blue bag. Is a blue away bag. Those away suitcases. That's what. So if you live in Wyoming and accidentally took that, if you could bring it back, please.
Well, can't you? Can't you go follow the tractor?
I mean, yeah, but are we going to drive to Wyoming to get it? I don't.
What?
I don't think so.
It's an hour and a half. Where is it, in Evanston?
I think so. Yeah.
That's an hour. Yeah, that's not.
Go knock on their door and say,
Yeah,
Buy some lottery tickets.
yeah.
maybe.
That's exactly why I probably would have done it the next day if the tracker is still viable.
I'm surprised he hasn't contacted you yet.
Yeah. Well, because I think he wants his bag. Doesn't he want his bag?
Oh, but he's contacting Delta.
Yeah.
And they say, oh, yeah, we got your bag right here.
Mm-hmm.
And
So I got two bags now.
yeah, so what am I going to do with this one? I don't care.
Huh? Yeah.
I'm going to follow this throughout the day for you and keep you.
I don't understand why you just don't go drive up there. If you get on I-80, it takes no time to get to Evanston.
Do you want tickets? Do you want I get you?
I'm paranoid about grabbing the wrong bag.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And I have started to grab the wrong one, but I see a tag and I go, no, wait a minute, that's not my tag.
Yeah. So that's.
Well, we need to find out what this guy's doing with your bag.
Yeah, we want it.
Yeah, this has
We
been
want it
too
back.
long. It's been too long.
It has been too long. Let's get him. Let's drive up there
let's
and
get
get
him.
this guy. I do agree it is a guy, though.
Isn't that weird that I just assume it's a guy?
No, I know it's a guy.
I think women you would instantly know if
Yes.
it was not your bag. You wouldn't have to open it to know.
Are you saying that women have some special bag sense?
I just think
No,
women...
they just have sense. That's the difference.
They have some special ESP
They
about
just
luggage.
have sense.
Oh, this says if you mark an AirTag lost, it will notify any iPhone around the AirTag that it's lost and play a sound.
Oh,
Okay.
there you go.
Maybe we'll do that.
Do that.